Hey everyone, welcome back to the Career Girls of Lane County. It's Monday, so that means I, Stephen, will be talking to you. And this week, as Nick mentioned on Friday, is Novel Week. So I'll be talking to you about some of the novels and just the books that have just been important in my life, I guess. First of all, I would like to mention to the anonymous deliverer of the CDs last week. I had a chance to listen a little closer to the playlist or to the CD that you sent, and I actually really enjoy a lot of the songs. I think you were able to capture the hauntingly beautiful music that I enjoy, and also some of the quirky kind of Regina Spektor type things too. I'm really glad you sent that. Thank you so much. But now on to novels. So, growing up, was always a big reader. I actually carried books around in my pocket. I was kind of weird, big books just shoved in my pocket, my cargo pants, which I guess they were never cool, but back when they were more cool. And I guess through elementary school, I read the Animorph series. I was a big Animorph nerd. Every month I would wait, I can't remember what day of the month, but every month on that certain day, I would go down to Escape Fiction in Salem, and I would get the new Animorph book, and I would finish it in a day, and then have to wait a whole month for the next one to come out. And those are by Kay Applegate, and it's funny because I actually, right about the time I outgrew that series, I stopped reading them, and then like 2 or 3 more came out and the series was done, but I never read the conclusion, so I actually don't know what happened. Terrible. But then after that, I actually was introduced to a series by my friend Stacy, who, I guess she'd never read the series. She just kind of bought the book on a whim and gave it to me for Christmas, and it was The Eye of the World, which is the first of the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. And that began a whole new part of my life in literature. They're fantasy novels, kind of a medieval magical, just incredible series. They're all huge books. Each one's 1,000 to 1,500 pages, and they take a while to read. They're tiny print, but they're so good. Just such complex, human emotion and thought, and magical adventures. Yes. I can't even begin to describe. I would highly recommend the books, and I actually, I just downloaded the audiobooks for them, and I haven't read them in a while, but I listened to one of the audiobooks last week, and it was a 12-hour audiobook, and I did it all in a week, and I started the next one, which is a 24-hour audiobook, or no, it's 30 hours actually, and I may be halfway through it already, and I started that just a few days ago, so I listen to these way too much. Just every chance I get, I have my iPod in. As I'm walking to class, I've become just terrible, and I don't pay attention to anyone. When I'm walking with them, I'm just paying attention to my audiobook. But it's really sad, though, because the author of that series died a few years ago before he finished it. And so, the last few books have been written by his son and another author who are kind of collaborating on it, and I actually haven't read the new ones, but we'll see. I'm going to actually try to get through them all this time. I got through about 9 of them last time I read them. But another really good series that I think I got introduced to by my librarian in middle school is his Dark Materials, which is The Golden Compass, The Subtle Knife, and The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. And those are really good books. Just, I don't know, I really enjoy those books. And I actually got the audiobook from my dad, who listened to them, and he really enjoyed it. And he's not a big reader, but he really likes audiobooks. And I think those are a really good way to get some literature. And I think my grandpa actually listened to him too, and he liked them, so it's kind of funny. What else? I think another series I got hooked on in middle school was Sabriel. It's by Garth Nix, and it's another trilogy. There's Sabriel, Lyriel, and like Abhorsen. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but those are a really good series. And I got my mom to read the first one of those, and she really enjoyed that too. Another book I would really recommend. Then for those are kind of all fantasy books that I'm really big fantasy buff. I love fantasy novels, Aragon, like all of those things, Harry Potter, just all the major ones too. But some kind of philosophical, I've read Anthem by Ayn Rand, and that was I really enjoyed that book. It kind of changed my perspectives. I can't really say too much about it because it's kind of an adventure you have to explore for yourself, but I think actually the movie The Island is based off it, loosely, because it's pretty different, but it's just really an interesting look into like human nature, and just kind of, I think the general plot is it's these people who are kind of just kept as numbers, and like where they have no personality, they're kind of a hive mind, they don't know the words I or me, and it's just kind of one of them discovering the self, and it's just really interesting philosophy. And then another book that actually was a really big impression on my life was a novel called Cinderella Jane by Marjorie Benton Cook. And I read that, I think, my freshman year of college, and that really like changed my life, because it was just kind of, it's about a woman who kind of she's a maid in a guy's house, and it's about her like caring more about, or her pretty much goal in life is taking care of him and like doing everything to make him happy, and not really taking care of herself, not realizing that she has emotions that she needs to take care of, not doing any of that, and just that she wanted to write a novel, and like she realized she had no life experience, and so it finally begins, like she starts experiencing life for the first time, and it kind of changed the way I live my life, and I'm really glad I read that. It's another one I would really recommend. I think that's really all for novels. Just side note, this week, it's Coming Out Week, National Coming Out Week, and today is National Coming Out Day. And so, like, this week I'm really busy with, like, I was tabling for the LGBTQA here at U of O. Like, in our amphitheater, we had a big, like, rally, and, like, a rainbow door that people, like, a door frame set up in the amphitheater that people could, like, metaphorically come out of and tell their stories, and that was really fun. I got to get up and say a little just coming out, and so I think this week we're going to do little talks on just our stories, and I'll leave that for a little later, but look forward to that. We wanted to do something to be a part of the It Gets Better campaign, which is just kind of giving hope to people who are in difficult times in their lives when they can't accept their homosexuality and other people treat them poorly because of it, and we just want to be there to help people. So look forward to that. Thank you so much. Bye.